I'll put even more famous brands through Google Translate, but 600 times. And of course, I'll recreate whatever cursed result I get. Thank you so much for the support on this series. Let's start with one of my favorite snacks ever, Cheetos. It comes in different sizes, flavors and packaging, but the one we'll destroy today is the crunchy flaming hot one. So without further ado, let's translate the name 600 times and wait for Google to give us something that I might regret reading later. Widow. Can't get surprised anymore on this series. Next, the flavor 600 times and carbon. Well, let's start designing this catastrophe. First, I found this cool back mock-up here. I need to recreate the 3-colored background from the original design. So let's paint the top part orange and then a nice red color underneath. Now we need some flames to go on the packaging too. So I'll borrow some from this image here. And I'll start placing them on our new Widow snack pack. Then I'll draw some burning trails and make some brush strokes like so. Finally, I'll add some glow effect to make it pop more. Now it's the perfect time to add the new Widow logo. I'll tap the new name using Cheetos, an official font I found online, tilt it a little bit, warp it more, and then I'll adjust this off kerning too. Now I'll start throwing some visual effects on the new Widow logo here and there to make it as close to the original logo as possible. Final touch, I'll draw some highlights on the letters, and I think this looks quite decent. Now we need the new mascot. Widow can mean two things, a spider species or the actual widow. And I'll go with the second route. I first thought of using the original Chester cheetah from this design, but this dude is too expressive for a widow cheetah, so I found this version of him less happy. I'll place him on the new bag. I also found this widow scarf here, and you know exactly what I'm going to do with it, right? Yep, I'll make him wear it. I'll also make this part transparent and place a checker pattern on top of it to give the scarf more character. I like it. Now we need the actual carbon widow snacks pieces. I think I'll make them called flavored weird, but that's what comes to my mind when I hear carbon. So maybe I'll borrow the same pieces from the original design, place them safely on this widow's hand, and maybe I'll make the flames point upward for more realism. I'll do the same thing to the other piece, and I'll mask them out to make them sit perfectly on the hands. Maybe I'll make them grayish, they're carbon flavored in the end. I'll place 2 more pieces on top, perfect. I'll give the scarf some highlights to better separate it from the background, and I'll give the whole thing some shadows for better contrast and more depth. Finally, I'll bring back the tail too. Now let's write the new flavor name. I'll borrow the letters A, N and O from the original design and complete the word carbon's missing letters with a similar font. I'll give the whole word a drop shadow and write flavored beside it. I took this crunchy word from the original design and I'll place it perfectly at the center, and with the product type text on this side and the legal info here. The new Widow carbon flavored crunchy snacks are ready to be distributed. If you saw this for sale somewhere, just run away. I don't recommend it. Next, we have a fantastic soda brand, Fanta. There are few variations when it comes to flavors, but we'll go with the original orange flavor. So as always, let's Google Translate the name 600 times and World Health Organization. This gives 2020 vibes. Anyway, let's translate the flavor too. And chocolate sauce. Oh, very good. Let's create this interesting soda combination. First, we'll work on the no logo, but the name is too long for this can here, so maybe I'll use the World Health Organization abbreviation short name.
Yeah. Turn that damn thing off.
Let's type WHO here, tilt it a little, and I'll start modifying the letters a little to make them more playful, just like the original Fanta logo. I'll give it a blue outline, and I'll try to make the corners less round and more sharp. I'll change the word color to white, then I'll extend the blue parts just like in the original. Good. I'll make the can background brown for the chocolate sauce flavor. Speaking of which, we need a picture to represent it, like in the Fanta designs, where they represent each flavor with a fruit picture. So maybe I'll create a chocolate piece for this case. I'll start with the base, paint the top part with a light shade, and add some highlights. I'll place a big chocolate splash on top of our cubic piece and make some smaller chocolate drops on this side and more of that on the other side too. I draw a big dark brown rectangle for the flavor name to go in, and I'll place the word chocolate here, followed by the word sauce underneath. Now we can't just leave the word who, only who what. So I'll add these explaining words at the bottom like so. And we are done. The new World Health Organization chocolate sauce soda is here. I think this might taste good actually. Now with the third victim, Nutella. Unfortunately, they have one and only flavor, the hazelnut chocolate, but this will change in this video. So let's translate the name, and we got disease. Oh, this video is sick, literally. Next, the flavor, and we got problems and spaghetti. Now that's a new flavor for you. Let's start making this sick Nutella Italian knockout. As always, we need a chocolate jar mock-up to work on, and I'll go with this Nutella one, but with some minor cleanings. Next, I'll tap the new name here on top, and I'll change the letters color to red, except for the first one, just like the original Nutella logo. Maybe I'll get rid of the eyes dots to make it more elegant. Then I'll place the most iconic picture from the Nutella brand, this bread piece with chocolate spread. I think this is the right time to work on the new problem and spaghetti flavor. I think I'll make it a mix of hazelnuts, some flavored spaghetti with chocolate. So I found these cool spaghetti rolls. Maybe I'll take this green one and place it on the new jar. I really like what Nutella did with those hazelnuts here. They made one fully closed, another half cracked, and the last one cut in half, like some sort of animation going on there. So maybe I'll make our new green spaghetti roll pistachio flavor, and I'll do the same as Nutella. I'll place a naked pistachio here, then a cracked piece, and finally a fully closed one. I'll make everything come together with some shadows. Perfect. I noticed something else on the Nutella design, this pale water glass. So I'll do the same to our new brand, but with the spaghetti instead. I'll change its color to green and lower its opacity. I love this. Now. This chocolate doesn't look pistachio spaghetti flavored at all. So maybe I'll make some spaghetti shaped green stripes. Something like this will do. We need to work on the spread too. I'll replace the knife with a fork. Why? This is spaghetti flavored, therefore a fork. Not funny, right? Anyway, let's replace the original Nutella spread with our new spaghetti pistachio hazelnut chocolate spread. I'll place some on the fork too and give it some shadow to fit everything together. Finally, I'll place the no flavor text at the bottom, and we are done. And the new disease, problem and spaghetti pistachio hazelnut chocolate spread is ready. This could have more flavors too, like strawberry and coconut flavors. Finally, we have one of the most requested snacks on my channel, Skittles. And out of all the famous flavors they've made and have, I chose the original one to violate. So let's translate the Skittles name 600 times and sandals. Another weird choice, Google. Next, the word original and bee. So let's make some bee flavored sandals. First, I'll change the background of the Skittles like packaging to nice golden yellow. I'll tap the new name here with a bold, solid font, and I warp it in different directions just like the original logo. I'll give it the same visual effect one by one until we have something like this. Let's bring back that Skittles signature rainbow on the new Sanders packaging, and maybe I'll tap the bee flavored text on top. Now we need some actual Sanders candies. I'll start by drawing a slippers-like shape, give it some shadows and some highlights, actually more highlights. Then I'll place the first letter from our new name, which happens to be S, just like the original Skittles. Perfect. This will have some variations, not just yellow, like a black one and a striped one, which I call bee striped sandals. I'll place them on the new candy wrapper and scatter order more of them randomly, following the contour of the rainbow. This looks fresh. Finally, I'll add the calories badge on this side, the product type text and legal info on the other side, and the new Sanders beef flavored bite-sized candies are good. Do not be weird. I've never had Skittles before, but I know Sanders candies will be honey flavored. Leave your comment about what should I make next. Thank you, see you later.